actually did click incorrectly, but when I float it like that, yeah, and then I chuck it, like it just doesn't spend what I'm clicking on. Yeah, correct. That's what we had to do, but I wanted to see what was actually happening there. Because he could hypothetically have Daze in his deck, so playing around Daze is smart. No, it is not too late to file for comp. I file for comp off stream. I'm not gonna make y'all watch me do that. So we'll attack for 5 here with trample. If he has brainstorm. I was gonna say if he has brainstorm here, this could kind of go poorly for us. We're gonna trade the smasher for 2 monks. It's possible I should have been a little bit more conservative and played out the thorn first, but like he had to have like a 1 mana blue instant.
No, you want this so bad.
So we're trading these 2 for my smasher, I guess. I'm really kind of getting a 2-for-1 on this because these cards didn't do anything. Like they were just 1/1 prowess creatures. Smasher. Endless one's not bad. So I'm going to go ahead and ship with our 4/4 Endless one here and then play a 6/6 out. Thankfully, it doesn't matter this time. It affects gameplay when you get dazed and the last mana floating isn't regular colorless mana from Ancient Tomb, it's colorless mana from Eldrazi Temple, and that's exactly what happened to us in one of the matches that we lost. I'm not sure playing the Thorn is worth the 2 extra life it's going to cost us. It's going to cost us to do. If I attack with this, it trades with his mentor, so he's not going to block it. I don't want to attack with this because I think he'd trade 2 for it because it'll let him draw a card. So yeah, he's just going to chump it. That's fine. If we ship with the team, what happens here? He could go... He only has to block 2 of them, so he could go chump, chump, and then we're at 10. And he's only going to deal 5 to us. Yes, this is a safe attack, I think. You know, it's possible putting the Chalice on 0 was even a mistake because we have Tormod scripts to draw into. Alright, so he's dead on board. See Pikachu running, thanks for the follow, I appreciate that. Follows and subs are the 2 best ways to support the stream. You guys keep us going, guys and gals. One concedes. Alright, this is going to be my last match of Magic for the evening. I'm going to go ahead and queue up and play a match of Hex before I sign off and see if I can finish 5-0ing my gauntlet with my Coyote deck. So if you're just here for the Magic, thanks for hanging out, folks. I appreciate it. Go ahead and shut this down. If you haven't checked out Hex before, or if you like Hex, feel free to stay and watch. It's a great game. I've been enjoying it a lot. It is a free-to-play digital TCG. You can purchase cards, but you can also grind into the cards by playing the player versus computer. The final record with Eldrazi is like, not counting the 1 match that we lost to because Moto was bugged. We went 3-1, 1-1. So that's 4-2. 5-0 is 9-2. 4-1 is 13-3. 14-3. Like 14-3, I think. We lost a mirror. We lost a match to, and we lost 2 matches to lands. We lost a mirror and 2 matches to lands. So, well, not too bad. Thanks for all the follows. We just play a lot of Constructed here. Constructed, Standard, Legacy, some Modern next month, and then we play Hex as well. So, if you're a Magic player who's interested in checking out Hex, you should check out the article that I wrote for Hex Primal about that.
You should find out if Matt wants to stream after you this time.
Yeah, I think the land matchup's just bad. Like, I'm not sure that there's enough sideboard cards in the world to fix it. Okay, I haven't seen my opponent's champion before. What does it do? 10, put each opposing troop into its owner's hand. Interesting. It's expensive, but good. This hand needs more resources. Yeah, this hand's super reasonable. Got 2 cantrips on the draw. Howling Plains needs a Coyote to work properly, but we'll probably find one of those before we need to play it. We can cantrip on 1 with Arcane Focus and cantrip on 2 with Arcane Focus, and then use our champion ability to put them right back into the deck right away. Yeah, I think Pithing Needle might be part of the solution to the land's problem, like the trouble we were having with it. The only reason to play is for the 26 health. That's fair, Colin. Really wanted to hit some resources here. I think I'll take Crow Feather for now. Windsinger's more powerful, but he's also expensive, and we'll have time to find him later. Shards of Fate. Interesting. I wonder how many colors he's playing. So there's an Arcane Focus of his own. For Magic players, this is basically Sleight of Hand. You look up 2 cards and put 1 into your hand. Draw for the turn. So play a Wild Shard out. I'll play Arcane Focus here. I guess I'm going to need a Diamond Shard at some point here. We'll play this. And then we're going to go ahead and shuffle these 2 Arcane Focuses into my deck. And then, even though I've already played 1 blue resource for the turn, I can still play a Thunderfield Seer here. I mean, we are playing 3 Wastelands, and he adds the text draw card to the next action in my deck. So the next action we draw will have, will cantrip, in addition to whatever else it does. And now this is a Coyote Mage, so Bluegrass is now online for us, which means we can have Counter Magic up next turn, which is great. The start of each champion's turn, they draw an additional card. Okay, so basically Howling Mine. I tried to give Hearthstone a real chance, and just like the gameplay it had didn't really hold my interest. So I get the Sapphire here. And the counter magic is sweet in this game because in addition to stopping their spell, it makes all the other spells with the same name cost 2 more. So we're going to start chipping away here with our Thunderfield Seer. Probably just like snapping off counter magic on anything he does. Actually, what we can do here is we can Time Ripple this, which returns it to its hand, and then it draws a card since it was the next action we drew. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Time Ripple this, because then he won't draw a card at the beginning of his turn, and we've already drawn a card from it. So I guess if I was doing that, I didn't think through my line there. I should have played this Shard of Life tapped because it doesn't make a temporary resource. So I should have played this for Diamond last turn and then Time Rippled. Next turn we're probably going to play the Crow Feather because it really makes the deck kind of start to spiral. Wow, Mind Pyre is really good. So this, whenever a player draws a card, they take a damage. Or whenever an opponent draws a card, they take a damage. So that's actually really good against my deck. And he's got it in his main. So I'm definitely going to play the Crow Feather out now because we want to get a clock on the table, essentially. I'm going to put the Time Ripple back into my deck because I would like to bounce this Mind Pyre. So it got pretty punished for the sequence that I took there. Hopefully we can just race this card. Depends on how much other reach and stuff he has in his deck. He did miss a Shard Drop last turn, which he's hit now, so he has a Thunderfield Seer of his own. I'm aware. Oh, that's really good. So we're going to take a damage when we draw a card now. Stargazer is actually really good because it allows us to gain life. It's also a 3/3. We can play the Shard of Life out and get a diamond. Yeah, each player has a champion, kind of like a Vanguard in Hex. And when you play your resources out, you get charges towards your champion's power. So my champion's power shuffles cards back from my discard pile back into my deck. And my opponent's champion's power lets him spend a bunch of charges to return all of my creatures or my troops to my hand. I think I'm going to ship the Crow Feather. No, I don't. I want to be able to block his 3/2, I think. So we'll just pass. And now this Stargazer is 3/3 and flying because it was the next Coyote in my deck when this came into play. So it's got that going for us. Crackling Bolts. Well, that's annoying. I'm going to counter magic the first part. Painter Servant wasn't good enough, I don't think. And so that's unfortunate that he killed our life gainer. Hopefully we find another Coyote here soon. He drew another Cerebral Fulmination, so we're drawing 2 cards a turn, which means we're taking a bunch of damage. It's another Stargazer, so that's hot. So it makes the next one in my deck better. Play out Wild Shards. Now we have Counter Magic plus Peek up here. We'll put Stargazer and Counter Magic back into my deck with my Champion's ability. And we'll go ahead and ship the turn back here. So if I can get Stargazer online, it basically combats the Mind Pyre nicely. Howdy, Berkshire. I am a professional Magic the Gathering player who happens to play some Hex every once in a while. I mean, it's 382 real fans, yep. We usually have a number of people that end up staying to watch Hex. I mean, that game's sweet, and I've had a number of people tell me that they've gotten interested in the game because of watching me play. So I'm gonna go ahead and peek here before I decide what I want to do. I think I have to counter magic this. I don't think I can stomach drawing 3 cards and taking 3 damage a turn. I've got more resources than him, though, but yeah, I don't want him to draw more cards. He's got a lot of burn in his deck, probably. And this will make all of his, like you saw when I countered this one, it also went up, it also increased the cost on that, so that's pretty good for us.